Jason Okelski, Harrisville, Rhode Island. First, I want to open and thank Mr. McElroy for his presentation and all the work that went into this from Mr. McElroy and Mr. Walker, thank you, and the rest of the council. Clearly, hours and hours gone into research around this. Absolutely no denying that at all. And I have some prepared statements, but I wanted to say in response to that, I feel like your presentation focused mostly on why we need a tax agreement. A lot of very good points in support of that, and not so much about why we need a tax agreement now. My statements are about why now. Why do we need a tax agreement now? This is a tremendous article in the Woonsocket Call today. Burrillville Say No. It's an article about the president of our town council standing up for all of us. For our town, standing up for me and my family. And that means a lot. It's the kind of thing that we've been waiting for, the kind of thing that we've been dreaming about, and waiting for the day when we would fight shoulder to shoulder with our town council against this monster that threatens our town. And make no mistake, we are the underdog. But we have been underestimated every step along the way. We've been counted down, written off, and left for dead. But let me tell you the score as we stand right now. Our opponent is on the ropes. Their application is suspended. We took away their water source, not once, but twice. We are chasing them all the way to Woonsocket looking for water. And our town right now is united. And we are fighting for once, shoulder to shoulder with our town council. And we are unstoppable. Or are we? You know what, friends? We've been here before. We've had them on the ropes before. We were in this position before, and what did we do? We snatched defeat from the claws of victory. We had a law that I know many of you disagree with and thought had no chance of passing, but it was in fact moving and gaining momentum. First, it was unlikely to pass committee, then it was unlikely to pass the House, and then it even made it to the Senate through the first hearing. And the governor's office was forced to comment on it and to say that she would in fact veto if it came through. That veto would have been such a huge deal. It would have been a statewide deal. It would have put her in a very awkward position of saying, I'm the governor and I love power plants. But instead, before that could happen, we pulled the nuclear option and shut down that momentum. Shut down that momentum that we had to rebuild. And you know what? That may still end up costing this town. So here we are though. We've got the momentum again. We've got the mo. And our opponent wants a tax agreement. And everybody knows they need a tax agreement. Every lawyer I've spoken to, every single one, even the ones that represent the union say they need a tax agreement. But signing a tax agreement now amounts to premature capitulation. I was able to say that right. I was worried it was going to go somewhere else. We may have to capitulate one day, but my goodness, now is not the time, not tonight. If you sign a tax treaty now and prematurely capitulate, here is tomorrow's headline. Invenergy and town agree on terms for power plant. And just to help you out with that, got a little picture of what it might look like. And I firmly believe this. This is not just theater. They've done it before. They'll do it again. Every single advisory opinion from Burrillville said there is too much that we don't know now. Don't cut our legs out from under us once again when we are just gaining momentum. And while I'm at it, I'm going to share that we get the feeling that some people think that it's just a small group of people that don't want this tax treaty now. So let's find out. Let's find out right now. Stand up if you think it's premature to sign a tax agreement right now. Stand for justice, stand for freedom, stand for open space, for the environment, for your children, for your grandchildren, and my goodness, stand for no power plant now. So you see, almost no one wants an agreement now. Maybe later. We understand that. Very valid arguments, but right now. And I know that you believe that you're doing the right thing in your heart. I've talked to many of you about this. I do not doubt that. I do not judge you. But trust me when I tell you that now is not the time. Our opposition needs this agreement more than we do right now. And there's just too much that we don't know. So let me point out a couple things. We talked a lot about using the funds to fight Invenergy, and we've seen from their playbook what they do in other towns. Once this plant is approved, they will countersue us with everything they have because we are standing in the way of their capacity payments. It's going to be almost impossible, let's just be honest with ourselves, almost impossible to fight them once this plant gets sited. We need to throw everything we have together as a town council, at stopping this right now. A court is going to be loath to overturn something that the EFSB spent over a year reviewing. We know that. We must not fool ourselves and think that this money is going to help us defend ourselves once it's approved. So you're hearing a lot of good reasons for why not to sign a tax agreement now. I encourage you, please listen to those, please consider it. We're your friends, we're your neighbors. And then stand tall, be brave, don't be scared, don't be bullied, and my goodness, don't pull that trigger early when you can't hit the undo button. Because guess what? If you stand tall now, we'll know that you've got our back, and we'll have yours. Thank you.